Hello, I'm going to give the meanings of harmonics 25 to 32. I'm going to summarize this briefly. In the future, I'll make individual videos on each harmonic, and in those videos I will give sample charts and go into more detail. But here we just want to summarize the basic meaning. This is part 4 in a 4-part series. In part 1 of the series, I also show you where there's a free online book that goes into more detail on the meanings of the harmonics. 25th harmonic, what does it mean? The 25th harmonic gives a potential that not everybody develops. The reason they don't develop it is that if there are problems with more basic harmonics, it's difficult for this vibration to be fully expressed. For example, if the person experiences abuse or trauma in childhood, that's 9th harmonic, their ability to bond with their family, to develop trust, to feel connected is damaged, you could say. And that makes it difficult for the higher functions to fully develop. But if the person's engaged in a creative activity, and with if they have a lot of planets in 25th harmonic, they should be involved in some kind of artistic or inventive or playful kind of area, over time, you don't see this right away. It doesn't necessarily show up when they're 8, 9, 10, 11 years old conspicuously, although you will see hints of it. They go way outside the box. They go way outside the box because they get a little bored. They find it a little bit tedious to just do things the way that other people do. And what you'll see with 25th harmonic is they experiment. They'll try different styles. So if they're artists, they'll try, watercolor. They'll try acrylics. They'll try different, whole different genres. Same thing with music or sciences. They take different approaches, they experiment, and they create new fusions. So the end result of 25th harmonic, by the time they're adults, is they've developed a new world, a new creative world. And that's what the 25th harmonic thrives on. It becomes joyous at discovering new creative systems. So that's what 25th harmonic gives, the potential for creative genius. 26th harmonic, 13 times 2. Wow. 26th harmonic really dislikes mediocrity, really dislikes that feeling of being dragged into the mainstream. They very much dislike selling out. They don't want to do something just because it's popular. Extremely sensitive to this. Extremely. So what one person would consider not to be selling out, it's just responding to what people want, 26th harmonic feels like it's selling out, feels like it's compromising very quickly. They want to do it their way and their style. It's an overwhelming need to break through to a new level of accomplishment. So they want to pursue their visions, dreams, and their goals. It may not be obvious to everybody else because 13th harmonic doesn't need to prove to other people. Even the 26th doesn't need to prove it to other people. It just needs to find its special way in relationship to other people. And there's a very strong sense of entitlement with the 26th harmonic. They follow their own rules and sometimes have power struggles with others. So there's almost always some difficult relationships with other people as they find their own voice, their own way, their own unique style. 27th harmonic, 3 times 3 times 3. Or you could say 9 times 3. 27 gives a deep need for peace and comfort, strong pacifist tendencies, and an unwillingness to be involved in hostilities, a tendency to become ill or distraught from being in an inharmonious atmosphere, an idealist. The 27th harmonic has a deep need for peace, for non-violence. Sometimes they're not even consciously aware of it. And loud noises, physical violence, war, they may not even realize how sensitive they are, and But their body knows they will become ill, they will become sick. They need to be aware of this love of peace, of sweetness, of a kind of transcendent or global harmony and integration. They have an inner sense of oneness, of connectedness, of everything working together. So violence, disruption is very, very difficult. 27th harmonic people do best when they are involved in work that brings about a global peace, or at least a peace or harmony on a large scale. So that's the 27th harmonic. 28th harmonic, 7 times 4, seeking perfection, striving to achieve greater depth and proficiency. 28th harmonic is training. It's getting it right. A distaste for the easy way out. It's going to struggle. No pain, no gain kind of feeling. They want to get this right. So it's a need for sustained activities. It gives extraordinary stamina. Practice, practice, practice. Gives consistency and durability. But also a tendency to sometimes crack under too much pressure, like a fairly strong ceramic or porcelain tile. So the 28th harmonic wants this elegance, wants this perfection. It's a difficult harmonic because it seeks this elegance, this precision, this delicate refinement. It works very hard for it, and it sometimes cracks under its own pressure trying to achieve it. So what the 28th harmonic needs to do is to recognize their progress as they get that new touch, that new sensitivity. And they should practice. They should try to get that exact right feeling, the delicacy, the mastery. They should work at it, and they should take some pleasure in the progress that they make. So it gives us a perfectionism and achieving, you might say, kind of mastery. This is 28th harmonic. 29th harmonic. 29 gives a sense of evolution and progress, a desire to bring things to a higher level of functioning. There's a kind of optimism with the 29th harmonic, this sense that life is evolving. Things are moving to higher levels of complexity, sophistication, and you might even say goodness. The 29th harmonic loves to explore new methods and new perspectives to achieve this greater progress. So it tends to be optimistic, to believe in progress, to believe in the evolution and higher development of humanity. So it also has a sense that there are no simple answers, and we must use ingenuity and be receptive to new points of view. So the 29th harmonic has a sense of optimism, of progress, but not that it's easy, not that you do it with the snap of your fingers, that it requires real evolution to move to this higher development. So it has a mature sense that there's work involved, there's sensitivity involved. It's may need different elements, not one simple answer, but it's a belief that there are creative solutions and that open exchange among people will bring a better world. So the 29th harmonic seeks evolution and progress through global cooperation, through interaction, through sophistication. 29 has a sense of developing higher level systems, higher level integrations, higher level patterning, higher level networking, intricacy, refinement. So it's a feeling of like a biological evolution from a single-celled organism to a multi-celled to an extremely intricate human body, and how societies evolve from simple to more complex and sophisticated, and how we need to be careful to manage all of the intricate development that's involved. So 29 has this sense we're making progress, and we need to move in a refined and sophisticated way towards that evolution. 30th harmonic gives cleverness and imagination, gives a facility to keep others entertained and interested in something. So it's 6 times 3. 6 is 3 times 2. It's sharing smoothly in a creative way. They synthesize different elements in interesting and harmonious ways. They support the arts and other forms of creativity. So 30 brings creativity to the world. They make great art teachers, community people. They can also just be in the workforce doing anything, but bringing some creativity and imagination to it. They can bring a spark to whatever they do. Every harmonic has its good and bad points. One problem with the 30th harmonic is, as with 5th harmonic, when things are too dull, too mechanical, it's very difficult. They start going crazy. They really need to share and not to be competing and fighting with people. It makes them a little crazy, and they can become they can lose their enthusiasm and motivation when put under that kind of pressure. 31st harmonic, sense of awe, wonder, and mystery. 31st harmonic does not seek simple answers to life's mysteries. 31st harmonic accepts that there are mysteries. It accepts there are things that are not known. It doesn't expect an answer to everything. It prefers to live with the unknown rather than create an overly simplistic answer. Here's an archetypal image for 31st harmonic. Standing outside at night, clear sky, no clouds, and seeing the stars. And just that sense of mystery and awe, the unknown, the like fathomless mystery of life. So it's a sense that life is mysterious, and an intuitive sense that life is best lived, finding what answers we can, but realizing there will always be new unanswered questions. So it's standing in the face of the mystery of life. 31st harmonic. We're going to see when we make these videos on each harmonic how people in the 31st harmonic live that way and need to live that way, exploring the mysteries and enjoying the mysteries. Often you'll see it in writers, how they present the mysteries of life with no answer at the end of the short story or the novel. No simple answer except to be in the face of the mysteries of life. We gain greater understanding, but the joy of our sense of awe. It's better to have our sense of awe rather than to have everything neatly packaged and tidy and done. So that's the life of 31st harmonic. And 32nd harmonic, it's just a higher harmonic of the heart aspects, the 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. It's an inner drive, a talent, a motivation, and it's an inner drive that may not be obvious. When you look at the person, you can't tell that they have brilliant mathematical ability or brilliant musical ability, or they're feeling very unstable emotionally or mentally. It won't be obvious externally, but there are very strong forces within the person. It's about how the person thinks and processes information and what's going on deep inside them. So they're very important. We find that these high harmonics are very powerful. They're not weak. The orbs have to be tiny. The orbs are very small for these high harmonics. And I'll talk more about orbs in future videos, and I've talked about them in the videos on harmonic charts. There's a series of videos on harmonic charts, and you can watch those, and it talks about in those videos how we see the harmonics and how we interpret them, what orbs we use. So there's a whole series that's already done on harmonic charts. So you can watch those videos, and it'll help you see how you can actually see and apply these ideas. Okay, my friends, thank you very much for listening. God bless. Namaste.